Okay, time to put this together. And it's already set right. Here's the mounting screws on the inside. Of course, the inside, you always want the thumb turn. Let's pull that out. Now I'm going to slide it right in there. Oh, and you know what? Your latch is preset for 2 3/4 or 2 3/8 back set. And it also, you can set it for 2 3/4. What is that anyways? What does that mean? It means if you take the high side of the door and measure with your tape measure over to the center of your hole, it'll either be 2 3/8 to the center or 2 3/4. Usually for interior hollow core 1 3/8 doors, they're generally set at 2 3/8. Okay, if this was an exterior door or a solid core 1 3/4 door, something like that, and generally those are at 2 3/4, but they could be either. Okay, and so I'm just gonna take that, gently slide it through there where it goes. Okay, hang on to that. And this one I like, it's got some little plastic goodies that kind of help you get it right in there. So when you put your screws in, it should slide in there. Now see, there's a groove inside here that I have to slide that in. So I just have to kind of, it should slide in there. If I whittle this just a little bit, one way or another, come on, it's a deal, yo. It slid out, and I always like to try to make sure I put everything back in the same way. What's the deal? There it goes. I like to try to put these in just with my fingers, and if I can twist it with my fingers, I know I'm not cross-threading it. Last thing you want is to start it just barely, and if it's cross-threaded and you think, okay, yeah, I'll just ram that in with my power drill, my battery-operated drill, and then it's not going, it's harder, and you think, oh, I'll just keep ramming it. Well, you're cross-threading the threads, and you may have just screwed up the whole thing. Okay, so see, I'm just holding this with my palm and twisting it instead of twisting a little bit at a time. Here, 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 here. I'm just holding it like that and twisting. And I'm not going to get it tight, I'm just going to get it so it's not going to fall off. And then see where the screw is. It's right kind of behind the handle. You can pull the handle down if you want, you know, and then do it. What I've been doing is just, you know, kind of like that, and getting it started, making sure I'm not cross-threading. Okay, I got it. And then I'm just taking my small little screwdriver. And it's a standard, it's not a Phillips, but it's just in there in the slots, and I'm just using that just to screw that in for right now, just to get most of it. I got my foot on the outside of the door to hold it. See, I can almost get the whole thing in there. I'm not going to tighten it yet. Okay. And right before I tighten it, I like to lift this up and see how there's a little bit of a leeway. I don't like to leave it middle because eventually this is going to sag and the handles are going to sag. So I like to raise it up. You can't really tell with the paddle handles that is raised up much anyways, because the handles already has the paddle. But when it sags, and it will over time, it'll go down a little bit, then it will still look like it's straight. Okay, so now I got that one tight there. Now I can raise that up or push it down. Either way, to get this other back screw. And I just want to make it snug. I don't want to over tighten it. Okay. Make sure it works. Make sure this pushes in by itself, because if you get something slightly off, if you push that and it sticks, then you know you need to adjust this. Okay. Make sure this locks and unlocks. Okay, there. That didn't take you very long, did it? In reality. Okay. Now we got to put the strike plate on. Should be pretty easy. Step by step, you can do it. All right. Usually these line up like for like. And again, I like to do it just by hand. Whoops. Whoopsie, butterfingers. Maybe I could do it this way, like this. And I'll just do it by hand. That way I don't strip the screw head or tighten it up too much with my battery operated drill. It doesn't take long. You know, I could tighten that more, but I don't need to. I know it's snug right there. Making sure looks pretty much lined up. Okay, I can adjust that paddle on the inside if I have to, but I may not have to. I may not have to. We'll just see. We'll just see. See how floppy that is? See? So that tells me I'm going to have to adjust that paddle. I take my standard screwdriver and I just take it in here and wedge out on it, like that. And you do that a couple times. You may get lucky the first time. Now see, it's just a hair, right? But as somebody's closing it, it looks like the door could be slightly bowed, warped or something, but I'm liking that. It doesn't chatter because the spring load is coming back here. If you push on the door, there's just a hair, but I've got the paddle out a little bit. I don't think I want to take the paddle out any further. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like that. If I wanted to, I could take a door silencer, you know, just a little felt bumpers that you put on cabinets, and I could put that. I could put one on the bottom, or I could put one up on the top or whatever, and I would get the white, and I would put that right on the side. Right on the side there. And I used to do that on all kinds of doors. That way you don't hear them close at all. I mean, that's something you can do if you have the gap. If you have the gap, you know. If you don't have to adjust your door stop or your door strike plate at all, then you may not have enough room for those silencers, okay? I'm going to call that good, okay? And then, you see, we didn't have to use that little key, did we, to change anything. And look at the handle. The handle still looks straight because it's curved down like that. When it sags, it's going to sag a little bit, and it will still look straight after it sags. And so because this is a privacy one, we can use this for a little screwdriver, right, if we want. And so up at the top of the door, and because this one fits into both corners, I could put it either way, up here or over on that side. I'm going to put it over here. Okay, that's my little screwdriver. In case somebody gets locked out, they can use that to unlock the door. Okay, there, you've done it. By Joe. Now to figure out if we need to put a door stop on this. If you want to watch that, keep sticking around. That'll be on my next video.